As part of this investigation, I must address... Man! These are my brothers. Someone turn down the lights because some girl is about to do something Somali style.
Ooh, catnip.
I love my brother. I love him more than I can say. You just don't understand. As part of this investigation, I must address... Man!
Some people did something. Some people did something.
They killed Americans. And then you went on to commit billions in fraud. And then you became a multi-millionaire.
Look, I know you like me as much as I like you, so smash the damn button. Meow, baby.
Well, and there it is. See, Ilhan Omar is sort of like the co-chair of the squad. She's a multi-millionaire, and she married her brother, who calls himself Dirty Dandy, all right, on Instagram. And you see the marriage license here. Dirty Dandy, married to Ilhan Omar, and there you see again, Dirty Dandy, married to Ilhan Omar, until Tim came along and the E Street became the Goat Queen's bitch. Let's put it that way. 2019, Elon and Tim do the dirty something. They're accused of adultery. Tim claims E Street's broke. Tim and Elon get married March 11th, 2020. He traded this for this. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? You traded that? Wow. They do the horizontal shuffle. They make more money. But E Street receives millions from Elon's campaign to support a run for office. Okay? Tim received more funds from Elon than any other organization. So fucking a congressman is good for business. While they're 69, they feed the greed.
I got another $3 billion from my Somali friends from those idiots in Minneapolis.
Oh my, the wine, the weed, the fraud to feed, and billions of greed of Somalis indeed. Man, oh man. Well, you know, Ilhan is a fake Muslim. She's a fraud, all right? An Islamic heretic, actually. Well, how is she a fraud? She married a non-Muslim, a white man. That's what she did. And she rejects the traditional Islamic wear for a woman. She dresses like a man. She likes to display her body sexually, all right? Look, she dresses like a dude in a man's suit, all right? She doesn't wear the hijab as a traditional headset. She's more allied to herself and money. She's allied with money and Somalia, right? So Tim Minette, he's a co-founder of Roselet Capital, right? And there's a wink and a nod to that as far as the business begins. Poor Timmy, the business has been terrible. In 2 years, there was like $42.44 in change in Roselet Capital. 9 months later, a miracle is born. All right, it jumps from $42 to $25 million. How does that happen? Well, we got to look into that, don't we? And it sure wasn't with financial genius. And the wine company, it's a fraud. There's no wine. It's even called the Devil's Lie. Now, is that kind of a Freudian slip? What's going on there? We need to know. We need to find out what the hell is going on with them. But let's let this lady tell you all about it.
How did Ilhan Omar make $30 million in 1 year when her congressional salary is $174,000? This seems very likely connected to the massive Somali fraud ring that was just exposed in her district in Minnesota. It turns out her husband, Tim Minette, has a company called Rose Lake Capital, a venture capital management firm. Its reported value in 2023 was $0. Ilhan Omar's net worth was actually in the negative, and somehow the reported value of that firm has now gone to between $5 and $25 million. And she has the pricey fashion items to show for it now. She also has multiple connections with people tied to this massive Somali fraud ring, including a video of her dishing out food at a restaurant that's at the heart of the scandal. Because, oh yes, it wasn't only learning centers being used to pocket money.
Quality Learning Center is a daycare, yet they spelled learning wrong.
There were also restaurants claiming to serve millions of meals to children without any verification. I would also just like to add, as a side note, that Ilhan Omar is currently on her third husband, whom she had an affair with when he was working on her campaign, and she was paying his consulting firm millions of dollars while cheating on her second husband. Not the brother. That was the first one. This was the second one. But you know, I guess once a cheater, always a cheater.
Look, Obama dumped 70,000 Somalis into Minnesota, right there in the 5th district. That's Ilhan Omar's. You think that's a coincidence? I don't think so.
Look, I know you like me as much as I like you, so give me the catnip, like, follow, share, and comment. Meow, baby!